oysters underwater.
Join me on my adventures today.
Rightio Islanders, it's the next day here. I'm down over at Russell Island right now, you Islanders know that. I'm now over at John Kennedy Park today. Oh yeah, so the water's gone really far. It's gone out. Yes, it's gone really far out, Islanders. So much so, that rock wall is still out there. Smart's right there. Rightio Islanders, so now it is time for us to check out the oyster boat ramp. Of course, you Islanders know the story by now of the oyster boat ramp. I don't really need to say it out anymore. I've announced it hundreds of times in the past. So it's a pretty common place to see this. Hey Islanders, I doubt the oysters will be underwater today. Just like I said, not even there. Well, the tide has gone significantly out, so that explains it. Yeah, so unfortunately the oysters aren't underwater today, but that's because the tide has gone out. So that's pretty valid enough, because if that isn't a valid enough excuse, then I don't know what is, alright? Righty Islanders, so we're going to make our way back to the main road now. And the next destination you will see us will be Sandy Beach. Just continuing on the main road here. Got a big red, what looks like an SUV. Could be something else, but it's in the distance there, so it's hard to tell. I think it might be an SUV. Alrighty Islanders, now we are close approaching Sandy Beach, about 450 meters away from it. I thought for a second there that the crane was operating when we turned that left corner, Islanders, but it turns out that that is totally not true. There's actually nobody in those cranes. In that, yeah. So yeah, in that construction vehicles there, yeah, nobody's operating there today. So there's going to be no one working on that site today, unfortunately. Yep, Sandy Beach right here, where the rock wall got installed, and of course done a good job of it too, Islanders. Okay. Looks like we're about to find out what the guy's going to do. So I think it might be the guy that I know. Yes, Islanders, I actually might know who this guy is. That's over at that property there. And I'll tell the driver's name, the person's name off the video. Yeah, he's putting up a new fence. Yeah, putting a new fence up over there. Well, the old one was rotting away, to be perfectly honest. So it was about time that they obviously did something about it 50 years on. Yes, Islanders, there's obviously materials that were used in that fence that weren't intended to be used for half a century. So it's a surprise that would lasted half a century. Alright, Islanders, so we are now passing through a site here that has tree chipping underway. It's like 1:45. So I think it's actually almost 12 now. It's almost 12 noon, Islanders, so it's still morning. And they're obviously hard at work right now, clearing the way that debris, as you Islanders can all see right ahead of me there. So, yep, they are hard at work right now, getting rid of that debris. They've been sitting there since March, of course. March 2025. That's when we had the cyclone, Alfred.